People love stories, so here's one. While I was out running yesterday, I realized that playing tennis, loosens my hair. It makes it flap around when I play tennis. And I thought that maybe I should use a hairband, on the bottom there to hold it from flapping. And as soon as I heard that, as soon as I said that to myself, down on the ground before me was a little woman's hairband, like that. And I said, oh, well, number one, I'm not going to take it because it was in somebody else's hair. Number two, I have one at home. And so I continued running. But I'm still running and thinking about my flapping. And then on the way home, half a block from my house, right across the street, I see another one on the ground in the rain. And I said, oh, I don't want to take it because I have one at home. I'm going to use the one at home. So I come upstairs and I look around and I found the one I thought I had, and it was, I forget, what kind of condition it was in, and I actually took it and it broke. I said, oh my, now I don't have a hairband to do that with. And I said to myself, well, I said even the first time, I said, my God, as soon as I thought of it, it was provided for me on the ground. And then the second time I saw it, I said, gee, it's on the ground. Maybe it's been provided for me and I should have taken it. And then when I come upstairs, I realized mine was broken. And I realized those had been provided for me on the ground. And that the first one, which was in the middle of the park, is now like a mile away. And I forget the specific spot it was in, but I remember the spot that the second one was in. And so I go downstairs and I took the second one, even though it was somebody else's. And came and washed it and tried to take some of the hairs out of it, but it was provided for me. As soon as I thought of it, or if I had a need, it was provided for me, what I call man. Everything is brought to me. Rest of the story is, it started the night before when a friend of mine sent me a thing, because, I feed birds outside my terrace here, on my terrace. And this article was about crows, that a girl feeds crows, but that the crows bring gifts to the girl, like little pearls or whatever that they find. And then, so I'm laughing there, and because I said, my birds that I feed are angels. And birds are angels in the physical world. Angels don't appear in the physical world, they appear as birds. So me feeding birds I'm feeding angels. And these aren't like crows that bring me things, so to speak. Maybe they provide things for me in a different realm. You see? Maybe I'm being surrounded by angels. And when I said, oh, my hair is flapping, I need a hairband, and immediately in the street in front of me was a hairband, that's being provided for by angels. Just like these crows in this article provided gifts. And there were two of these events. these two events were a first and a second, you see, event. Because there's always two of everything. That's why there's a word called Bereshit. 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 Two starts. Even the universe had two starts. You see? So this hairband, which I'm going to attempt to put on the hair, but maybe not even do it, was just to find it because I said, gee, I need a hairband, and immediately it was there. On the floor, on the ground, in the public domain. And then two of them, because I rejected the first one, and this is part of what my deeper stories are. I rejected the first one, and then the second appears. And this is no different than Pesach, you know, and Pesach Sheni, and Purim of the 14th of the regular cities, and Purim of the 15th of the walled cities. No different. And there are two of everything, even two of Rosh Hashanah. And there are two starts to the year, one in Nisan and one in Tishri. And for me, the whole thing works out that one has to come to a different understanding that as above, so below. It's no different than the Star of David. But you have to understand that this is the final understanding. That what's provided for, that what's above, what we're seeking, has to be here on earth. Which it was provided for me by my statement. Oh, I need a hairband. And immediately in front of me was a hairband. And I didn't take it. Because nobody takes it in the first. They can't believe it. So it's provided for you for a Sheni, a second. This is the same way that creation occurs with an individual. It takes two bia to make a child. First, you have to prepare the vessel. You need a second chance. A second chance for the first chance. I'm going to leave this as the story because, you know, these are long videos. And I'm going to go on and make some more other videos about this. But this has to do with the difference between origin and beginning. And it has to do with the dualities. And quite frankly, as above, so below. And for me, it's a name change in the name of God.